Hello, this is the last video I'm going to make with the swap stuff. There are a few things I've made that I'm not going to make videos for. I don't know, I might include them in Instagram posts. I just don't want to pick it all apart. This is the last thing I'm going to show you though. It's actually the first thing I made for the swap. Now the person that I did the swap with, he makes beautiful, like one of a kind shelves and cabinets with like repurposed materials and whatnot, and they're very beautiful, very rustic. And the only thing that he kind of requested for the swap was a book because he wanted something he could actually use to kind of draft some of the ideas he has for these cupboards that he designs, cabinets, shelves, whatever. So, he asked me if I could do it in as big as I could. A5 is as big as I can go. He wanted it hard-backed with tea-stained paper, and I did all those things. I made it as big as I could, and I'm going to show it to you now. So with the rest of it, I don't know if I went too far. I did make it to be used, and he said it will get dirty because he's going to have it in his workshop. I thought, oh good, I'll just pre-dirty it. I pre-grunged it, so it's a functional thing, you know. It's got metal corners. It's quite durable. And as you can see on the cover, now again, I don't know if I went too far, and I don't think it should impact the usability of the book, but I put a mini book on the front cover and it's got a tiny little latch. So let's see if I can just undo this. Usually I use like a little needle or something to undo the latch. Now it's easier than I'm making it out to be. I'm just trying to do it on camera and that's not agreeing with me. So yes, it's got a tiny latch and you open it up and it's got like a little tag. It's got a little paper thing. It's got a pocket obviously. And it's just, I don't even know what you'd use this for, but I just thought it was really cool. I'm not very good at decorating covers of books, but when I had this kind of brainwave, I was like, yes, the the decoration on the cover is also a book. This makes sense to me, yes. And then there's a little envelope here that I also made, and there's like a little paper in the envelope. So I'm gonna pop him back in his little pocket. And as you can see, I sprayed my metallic paints that I love so much. And this is, again, it's easy to redo, usually like with a little needle or a pin to kind of help it along. But doing that on camera is going to be a complete faff. So I'm just going to leave it as it is. Now, there are 3 signatures in the book. And it does lie flat. Flat as it gets. Flat enough. So 3 signatures, yes. So a signature is a chunk of paper, yeah. As you can see, I've bound the 3 signatures back here. The front has some pockets. The only thing I didn't make is this, which I had in my stash, and the foxes are significant unto the recipient. So yeah. So I made some ephemera just to like put in the pockets. I have no idea if he'll use it. I thought pockets would be good because, like, as someone who is making things and selling things, there's lots of bits. Maybe you have these scraps of paper which you've doodled on, or you've written measurements or something, or business cards for suppliers, or you know, there's lots of different reasons you might need pockets. These are actually little envelopes. They're empty, but yeah, I used some handmade paper and some card to embellish that, and I just kind of went with the theme. This actually has metal quarters, it's tea-stained index card, and like on every single page and every edge I've inked to make it look a bit older and more rustic. This is another index card with, you know, I've got the paper there. So again, like measurements, whatever. I have no idea what he's going to do. he might not use these bits at all. I don't know. So I did not decorate any of the pages. I did, however, tea dye individually each paper, each page. They are not perfectly flat. I ironed them as flat as I could, but part of the nature of tea dyeing things is that they will look a bit wobbly, and that's all part of it. But I did edge. I not only edged each page, sorry, tripping over my words. I am not well. I not only edged each page with ink, but I also distressed the edges of every single page. And this book took me 2 weeks to make. 2 weeks. 2 weeks. And I didn't decorate any of the inside. These are purely for him to use. Now here I did put some card in the middle signature, so on either side, so there's extra space for me to add some embellishing, which is also like, you know, optional. So for this bit here, it comes out, so there's just a band, there's a band there, and then this pad comes out, so any pad can go in here, any pad that's like bound. I bound this myself, so yeah, and I edged everything and I distressed everything, and the back is a thicker handmade paper, so it slides in, but it's removable and replaceable. And I also, oh, I forgot to show you the tip, this bit here, I gilded it with gilding flakes, so it's like all metallic and cool, but it's like a rusty kind of, you know, multi-metallic. I do love the gilding flakes, they are fun. And I sprayed all the bits with shimmery stuff that I like to call fairy sneezes. So yes, fairy sneezes. So on the other side of this, more pockets for goodies. I've included a bunch of paper clips, all different kinds. I've decorated this tag a bit, but yes, paper clips also good for little scraps and bits that you might, you know, need to jot things down on as you're brainstorming. This is kind of a taggy thing, so here's some handmade paper I made. It's a bit of lace, bit of linen, and it opens up. So again, this can be used for a variety of purposes. And I like making ephemera. It takes me ages, but I do like making it. So yeah, he just kind of lives in here. Yeah. I made these pockets a bit roomy, so like lots of stuff can go in them. And here's just another bit of, that's handmade paper that I made. And here it's like, it's not the best adhesion, but it works. It is fine. Tea dyed. Is that tea dyed? I think that's tea dyed paper, yes. So, yeah. This is more things I made to go in the pockets because it breaks up the space and it looks nice. Again, this is the middle signature and there's nothing written in it, but I did make this cool thing. Now this is a pen holder. So this is elastic. A pen goes in there. I gilded this just to tie in with the kind of theme. As you can see, I sprayed my fairy sneezes all over it. And it's held together with a little magnet. So there's paper on the inside just to like hold the magnets in place. And I stitched this on, so it's like a really strong bond there. It's not just glued and hoping for the best. But the good thing about this is it can be moved literally anywhere in the book as a bookmark or whatever, and it holds itself in. It holds itself in the pages. So that's a cool little thing. So here's the end of the signature where I've got the other half of that cardboard. You see it's like a sandwich here with the paper in the middle. So here's just, oh, I'm running out of puff. This is an envelope that I've decorated with some tea stain paper. It opens up. It's just a pocket, you know, for any bits and it's also got a magnetic closure, so, and it's got kind of a, to tie in with the brassy bit on the front cover, it's just got another little brassy bit there. So that's that. And on the back of this we have more pockets, and just to make it different, got kind of a square pocket here and just a tuck spot pocket here. So that's a good little tuck. And there's just, you know, another bit of card just to basically to illustrate the tuck spots. Not that these things need to live in the book, they're just illustrating the pockets, really. And this is another little envelope-y thing. Teeny tiny envelope. So yes, and I left this blank. I was considering like embellishing these bits with, you know, bits of artwork or whatever, but I thought I'd just leave it so it can still be largely customized, and that's all good. So this is the third signature, which is of course empty because it's a book to be used. I did not decorate anything. And here's the back cover, and here we just have a few more bits. This is kind of a weird little tuck spot here with paper in it. I just went a little crazy with the ephemera. Honestly, I have no idea if it will be used. It's just little bits to illustrate the tuck spots, isn't it? And then there's this bit which is held together with a paper clip, and it folds out. And then we replace the paper clip, and it's a cool little paper clip. But yeah, illustrating the pockets. That's what we're doing. We'll put that there. This is a card. It's got another envelope kind of glued to it, a bit more of that lace. And it's got a dangly bit, which is cool. And I think this is just some paper. Just some tea-stained paper that I've edged with some, you know, ink, and that's that. So again, just bits illustrating the pockets. He can completely gut this, use it however he pleases, but that is what I made with, that's where my brain went. So here it is. Here's its chunkiness. Close a little book. There's the pen thing. It is a bit wavy here. I mean, the pages are flat when you open it out. I can't for the life of me figure it out, but I'm assuming, you know, each of these pages has been soaked in water. So, yeah, that's what it looks like. And that's that. That is the book I made on request. 2 weeks in the making. And then lots of sculpting bits. So the swap contains a book, things to go on shelves, knickknacks, and I have no idea what he's making me in exchange, but I will find out soon, and I will probably show you that as well when it comes through. So that's all for now, and I'll catch you later.